back to Cliffieland. This is week and nation number 18 on our second attempt to cook the food of every country in the world, and tonight we're up to the nation of Belize. Belize is located in Central America and borders the Caribbean Sea. Since it was once a British colony, it is quite different from all of its immediate neighbors in that its history and its food are more indicative of the British Caribbean than that of its Latin American neighbors. Tonight we are cooking 3 dishes. First, we are making stew chicken, not chicken stew. Everything seems to be pronounced backwards in this neck of the woods. As well as beans and rice, not rice and beans. Again, the backwards thing. We're going to be serving the stew chicken on top of Johnny Cakes, which are sort of a biscuit, and we're hoping things will turn out really great. But let's take a look and see how things went last time around. Well, on the Global Cooking Challenge, that time I was kind of stumped trying to find one specific item, which was called the red ricato. You may be able to find it in markets serving a Caribbean audience, and it is similar to my native Puerto Rican sazon, though it's not exactly the same thing. So we have decided to go with achiote paste, which is very similar. Last time, I spent the good part of the day making the red ricato sauce for the stew chicken, and that came out really great. The Johnny Cakes came out well, and the peas and rice were delicious as well. Well, that does it. Let's take a look at tonight's ingredients. First, for our stew chicken, we'll need 2 pounds of chicken parts. Here we've used leg and thigh portions, 1 chopped green bell pepper, 1 chopped onion, 1 seeded and diced habanero pepper. You can use a whole one if you want less heat. The juice of 1 lime, 1 teaspoon of cider vinegar, 1 clove of garlic grated, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and 2 tablespoons of achiote paste as the red ricato substitute. Then, for our beans and rice, we'll need 1 pound of red kidney beans soaked overnight, 3/4 cup of coconut milk, 1 garlic clove diced, 2 cups of long grain rice, 1 sliced onion, a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of chicken broth, and 1 teaspoon of canola oil plus 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Finally, for our Johnny Cakes, we'll need 5 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 cups of flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 cup of coconut milk. Well, that's it. Let's get cooking! First, place the kidney beans in a saucepan, cover it with water. Then add garlic. Bring it to a boil, lower the heat, and simmer it for 1 hour. Test the kidney beans for texture. Then add the sliced onion, chopped red bell pepper, salt, pepper, and 1 teaspoon of canola oil. Stir and set aside. Rinse the rice until the water runs clear. Then heat 2 tablespoons of canola oil in a saucepan. Add the rice and toast until the rice has absorbed the oil, about 3 minutes. Add coconut milk, chicken broth. Drain the kidney beans and add those to the saucepan. Bring that to a boil and reduce the heat to low. Cover and let simmer until the water has been absorbed, about 30 to 40 minutes. Uncover, stir, and adjust the seasoning. First, place the achiote paste in a bowl. Mix in the lime juice. Mix it thoroughly. Blend in salt and pepper. Then cover the chicken with the mixture. Sprinkle on the thyme and ground cumin and optionally fresh or dried cilantro. Heat the canola oil in a stew pot over medium-low heat. Then add brown sugar and heat until browned, not burnt. Working in batches, brown the chicken on all sides. Remove the chicken to a plate. Add the remaining spice mix to the pot. Add in the chopped onions, chopped green bell pepper, and chopped habanero pepper. Sauté until softened. Return the chicken to the pot, flip to combine, add 1/2 cup of water to cover. Bring to a boil and reduce heat. Cover and let simmer for 1 hour. Uncover and taste for seasoning, then add the cider vinegar. In a large bowl, mix flour, baking powder, and salt. Whisk together the dry ingredients. Mix in the melted butter and coconut milk, and mix it into a pliable dough. Divide the dough into 8 equal portions. Flatten them into discs, and score the discs with a fork. Let rest for 15 minutes and preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, brush with milk and bake at 400 for 15 minutes. Take the Johnny cakes out of the oven. Make ramekin mounds of beans and rice. Plate the Johnny cakes alongside. Plate the pieces of chicken. And scoop the stew over the Johnny cakes and the chicken. Wipe the plates and serve. So how'd it go? Well, overall it was a pretty decent night. The beans and rice, that came out well. It wasn't terribly exciting. I feel like it probably could have used a little more heat. Still, it was filling, and texturally it was done right. Therefore, I'm gonna give the Belizean beans and rice 3 out of 5 globes. Nice, but not terribly exciting. Next, the Johnny cakes. I thought they came out really nicely. I thought they had a nice bit of texture, the hint of coconut was nice, and it did a great job of soaking up the liquid from the stew chicken. However, the better half thought they were a little bit dense. Therefore, I'm gonna give the Johnny cakes 3 out of 5 globe. If I could give it 3.5, I would. Then the stew chicken. That came out rather nicely. The quibbles I had with it were in my own execution, in that I didn't give it enough time to sear the skin on the chicken because I was rushed for time. Still, the flavor of the achiote and the various other spices gave it a really nice feeling. But since the flavor was good, I'm gonna give that one 4 out of 5 globes. Very tasty. So that does it for Belize. Remember, if you'd like to check out anything about the Global Cooking Adventure or the previous Global Cooking Challenge, go to cliffieland.com. If you have any questions, thoughts, feelings, or helpful suggestions on the food of Belize or any of our future countries, ask away in the comments. If you'd like to follow the streams live when they happen every Tuesday night, be sure to follow us on Periscope or Busker. Like and subscribe to find out when the streams are posted every Wednesday night. And tune in next week when we will be doing our first serious night of redemption for the previous experience, when we head back to West Africa to eat the food of Benin. Till then, thanks for watching and happy eating!